So, so maybe I will start by giving a short intro about what this release is about. Then maybe we could do some tests and at the end play sort of respect game and try to submit to it through the app. Now I will share my screen. Yep, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the main change, main update in this release is, at least from user perspective, it's a new login flow, and specifically it now integrates Privy, as you can see. So I'm logging in right now with MetaMask, but other options are supported, like email login, and here you can log out, and also Brave Wallet and Coinbase Wallet and Wallet Connect. Through Wallet Connect, you can connect any mobile wallets, and so that's useful for anyone who wants to sign using mobile wallets. And I tested the Brave Wallet, but it didn't quite work. So I'm not sure. It would be best probably to not show this option because it might be misleading. Although maybe I was testing it on a testnet, maybe it will work on the mainnet, but who knows? So for now, maybe we can test Brave Wallet today, but for now, MetaMask and email login at least and Wallet Connect with MetaMask at least should work. And another change is that this app, GUI app that I call, it now also exposes full console interface. So you can see help, and it points you directly to documentation for client where you can see how to use it. You can also do like specify a method and then do .help function, and it will point you directly to documentation of that function. And so basically, I in previous ORDAO office hours meetings, I showed you how to use our console from this app, and now you can do all of those same things through here, and it even works with mobile wallets. So you connect to mobile wallet through Wallet Connect. You trigger actions through console here, and you will confirm through mobile wallet. And besides that, this release also contains some fixes, backend fixes, stability fixes. And I also, when announcing this release previously, I also talked about developing new deployment scripts and new repo structure, and this part is still work in progress. It's not part of this release because I realized it connects with some other work that I want to do first, and it just makes more sense to do it this way. To give a sneak peek about what it is about, I'm planning to make, right now it's one OR node per deployment for Fractal. I'm planning to make it so that there is one OR node, one backend component, and one app for all Fractals, for all organizations. So with one backend will support multiple organizations. And it's simple. I'm going down this path because it's simply more scalable this way. And in looking into the future, it will enable an app which would be able to create a new fractal from the front end, kind of like Vlad app is able to do.
Yeah.
Vlad's app is able. Yeah, so all these new apps, new versions of these apps are still in the Fraps repo under ORDAO 1.1 branch, and but most of the libraries are already in the new ORDAO repo. Yeah, so that's basically all regarding the overview. Now, do you have maybe any questions?
Yes. What are the new function in ORDAO 1.1?
Yeah, so
New methods or new things that you have into the smart contract
no,
added.
I didn't change any smart contract functions or
Okay.
any or client or console functions. It's just this new login flow and
Okay. Okay.
and some backend fixes. And
Okay.
yeah, this release is intentionally quite small. I'm just trying to also experimenting with release cycle where I would consistently release something every month or so. So
So that means we can use the website ORDAO .fraps.xyz
yes,
with the Privy integration, or we can also go with the Abraham UI that is also integrating Privy, correct, Abraham? You are also integrating a Privy. So, and is integrating ORDAO and OREX. So basically you have now offered also a UI, Tadas, with this
this
Privy. You have
this this UI was already available. This is what we
yeah.
submit through in Optimism Fractal. I just integrated Privy here, and yeah, for
Okay.
now,
Okay. Okay.
until Abraham's integration with ORDAO is finished, we will still use it. And even then, if when we it fully integrates
Okay.
ORDAO, I'm big advocate of multiple alternative front ends for smart contracts. So I think it's good if one breaks, we have backup. So I hope that this front end will always be available as well.
Okay. Let's say I am a fractal. I am an org. I am an org. I want to start a fractal. I can use this UI that you have extend with Privy, or I can use the respect game by Abraham.
Yes, in the future
Hmm.
it will probably be, but I don't know how it will develop because uh, in the future we need fuller interface for our DAO
Yeah.
proposals and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet, like how it will go. To will be implemented in this app, so it will be our DAO app and the Respect Game app, and we integrate, or we integrate everything in the Respect Game app that Abraham is
Okay.
building. It's up up to us
Okay.
basically.
Okay. And into this ORDAO OREC that you support one node for multiple fractals, and in the future maybe you will give the possibility to create for each fractal its own ORDAO node.
Yeah, that's currently already possible, and it will remain possible. But you have to basically administer your own node. You have to deploy it, and so it's a technical
Okay.
process
Okay. Okay.
to launch a
A-
node.
About the
But it's
token,
open source, so it's already possible.
yeah, about the token now it's ERC 1155 to distribute reputation soulbound um, token based on the number of respect points. Um, could is it already able to distribute like ERC20 with the ERC1155 into your implementation? Is it open to distribute liquidity if it is needed?
It's currently non-liquid tokens. It should not be hard. Well, I coded smart contract specifically for
Yeah.
non-liquid respect. It
Okay.
might not be hard to make it liquid, but you would have to change the code and deploy a new contract.
Yeah, I asked this question if I am a fractal or an org fractal, and I want to distribute into my community not only the soulbound token, but also distribute
It's
liquidity.
very simple. Then just deploy the liquid token contract and use
Ah,
ORDAO
okay.
to mint that liquid token. So it will be different
Ah,
contract, but I don't see a problem here.
a problem. So you will be able to assist to for a community to deploy a liquid token smart contract in this case.
Yes, I mean I'm not currently planning to develop that as a feature to our DAO, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean there is nothing like ORAC is very powerful in that you can issue any EVM transaction as a community using ORAC. So
Okay.
you can use it to issue mint transactions to arbitrary token contracts. So there is nothing
Ah,
preventing fractals from using it that way.
okay. Okay. And into the Privy box, you are able to customize this Privy box to remove unnecessary uh, wallet. It is possible.
What do you mean unnecessary wallet?
Not unnecessary, let's say wallet that we don't want, like for example the Brave wallet or the
Yeah, I saw I can customize Web2 logins that are available. Uh, I didn't see, although I think it should be possible, but I'm not sure. I will have to look into it.
and
But
dependencies. Are you also depending on zero dev
currently,
to
no, I'm not
dev?
currently subsidizing transactions.
Yeah, to avoid maybe too much third party
Yeah,
software or
regarding
integrate.
Privy wallet integration, previously we only previous version supported only MetaMask, so right now
Yeah.
it's Wallet Connect and email login. I think that's good enough for
So
now.
Abraham, you have the same version of Privy also into your respect UI.
Yeah, the Privy allows you to determine which wallets you want to accept. So you
Mhm.
just kind of turn some on, and there's various settings you have to do for like Google login and stuff like that. So I don't know if it doesn't look like our settings are exactly in sync between the two
Mhm.
applications, but it wouldn't be hard to do that.
Ah, you have the social login on your side with Privy, Abraham.
Yeah, I could enable it too, but I think I needed some more
Test.
to provide some. I didn't look into it, but it didn't seem straightforward to immediately enable social logins. But I think it should be possible.
Well,
Yeah, the
personally,
trick to it was that Privy will allow you to use their Google client in secret. Um,
mm,
if you want, I think there are disadvantages to doing that because then they basically own all your Google logins. But what they do is they just, you use their client in secret and you let someone log in with that, and then they create a wallet in the Privy database that the user can use. It's just a provisional wallet.
yeah. And personally, I think it's good to have the ORDAO XYZ with the Privy as it is now with MetaMask, and because that's what we will use when we are into the optimism fractal meetings. So that doesn't need to have social. But for the UI that you are creating, Abraham, that makes sense to have the social onboarding. That's great. Okay, so basically that's not the novelty. It's this Privy in, with the ORDAO and OREC.
Yeah, from user perspective, yeah, that's the only novelty. Sorry if you're disappointed.
No. I am never disappointed. I was just thinking about the 1.1 version. I was thinking there was some backend novelties or
Yeah, regarding backend, it's only fixes like
fixes.
stability
Okay.
stuff, but no new features.
Okay.
But I'm planning new stuff for future
So
release.
1.2.
Hopefully. Okay, very good questions, Patrick. This turned into a very good interview already. But thank you.
That's too early. That's too early. We will do that in February, maybe March, to be synchronized with ATS protocol by David Erlichman. I received a message from him that he will be okay to do an interview in February because they will release something new, Abraham, for ATS protocol. So that maybe that's the things that you were discussing into the last town hall about the interoperability to claim an AT on a chain, and then you have not to reclaim on another chain, maybe the interoperability thing. So that would be nice. But that's the plan. That has always been the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, Dan, do you have any questions? I also thought we could test our console from.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try using our console, see if it works from this app. Especially, I'm interested if it will work. Well, for me, it worked, but with mobile wallets, I think Dan, you said you used MetaMask from mobile. You could try.
Can you show
I'm very
the?
interested in if you Dan can use our console now, because like you're
Can you?
one
Can
of
you?
those members who are always aware what's happening, so you could vote if OREC needs a vote.
Can you share the console and do a await get balance to see if it is still working?
Yes.
I'll also, by the way, I'll try signing in now and happy to help test it. And then I do have a bunch of thoughts and questions about ORDAO that I can ask if there's time. But first I'll sign in and we can see this get balance
the basic function.
Patrick requested.
The basic function get balance, for me that will be 0, but maybe Dan, if you want
there is
to...
no get balance, only get respect of or get all the respect of
Voilà.
account. Which one do you want?
One of the things I was wondering, Tadas, is so the methods are basically all the actions you can take, right? Maybe I just don't remember, and you explained it in one of the older office hours, and I should go back and watch those. But on the screen you were just on, you had, I think, there's 3 things. One was methods, one was context, and one was something different, or constructors and accessors. So I'm curious. I don't know how we want to focus this, and if you want to focus more on V1.1, because I have some questions specifically with that, and also I would love to at some point talk with you and Abraham, and anyone else who's interested in like how this will come together in the app and what like the next like stages are, and when we plan to get these also put into a more GUI that people can click on buttons and stuff like that in an easier way without interacting with work on stuff and not as technical. So I'd love to like just understand that better, but then also if I can get a better conceptual understanding, either from you explaining here or just maybe pointing to a past video where you explained it about the relationship between constructors, accessors, and methods. My understanding is methods is like actions you can call, kind of preset actions, and then one of those actions is propose custom call, which means you can just propose any sort of EVM transaction, I think. But then all the other ones are kind of like basically doing different actions that are either calling, I suppose in all cases, it's calling the OR node to process the transaction. And then most of these are getting data from the blockchain, from previous actions and stuff like that. But I would appreciate some clarification. And then like for somebody like from my standpoint, like what are the most important methods or actions to know about, if there are any ones in particular that would be best to like learn, or it's not just my perspective, but somebody who wants to learn OR client, but like wants to just know like what are the most important things to focus on. I know it's kind of a lot of questions and thoughts there, so happy to just take it one step at a time or return to those later too if it'd be helpful.
Yeah, very sensible questions. I think it makes sense to because this documentation is automatically built and it's built for developers. And as a user of for console, there is a lot of like stuff that you can just ignore. So basically, what's relevant for you mostly is this page. And yeah, you asked correctly, like regarding this. So for you, constructors and these accessors are not relevant for usage of our console. It's just for
Developer.
might be relevant for developers, but yeah, you just focus on methods here, and these are the methods that are available, like from when you write await c dot, and these are the methods. Like you can see some of the methods here.
Yeah,
And
I just want to say to Dan, if we, and Tadas, you will confirm, but if you go to the last office hours where we were together, that was on a Thursday, I remember, we were, and there was Rosemary also, and Dan, you were there. We were covering about fast all the questions that was interesting, like how you know what are the last votes, what are the all the questions that we were trying to answer, and
yeah. But I just thanks,
yeah.
Patrick. But I just want to. It makes sense, I think, to
yeah. In any case,
basically,
yeah,
make a summary of it again. So
I agree.
Yeah, like I said, focus on methods, and regarding basically these methods, regarding your questions, what do they do? They some of them access only blockchain state, some of them access or node state, some of them access both, some of them interact with the blockchain. So it's created from a perspective that ORDAO is one system, as basically you ask yourself what do you want to do with the system, and basically these methods describe what you can do with it. And most of the or at least some of the methods have some description. If you're not clear about what the method does, just ask me. But some of the most important ones are get proposals.
Voilà.
Get proposals, get votes, I think. Yeah, get votes. And then proposals, like propose respect to, if you want to issue respect to a single account, propose a breakout result. This app, this form uses propose a breakout result. It makes a breakout result proposal. Proposed custom call is the one where you can make any AVM call. Yeah, and vote. Vote is the one where you can vote on existing proposal.
Yeah. Little question for Abraham. Abraham, into your UI, you will integrate a call to get proposals, to see the proposals into your UI. There will be a place where we can see the latest proposals. Abraham, if you are here.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. It's definitely, it's just a matter of receiving them and displaying a list. So it's not. I don't think it's complicated. The UI. The complicated part is just the trying to integrate successfully and not have any side effects with the OR client. And so that once I get that step completed, it'll be a lot easier to do a lot of the other functionalities.
Or basically said, you will go beyond just the it's already good. You will go beyond the voting breakout room process in your UI. You will also show some history like get proposal or this kind of things here, maybe.
Yeah, we could. That stuff's not that hard to do. So yeah, and again, it's a matter of time too. It's just like,
Voila.
you know.
Yeah. That's the same for me with the Fractal Den data collector. I want to include some call to the ORDAO OREC client and show some last things, but like you say, it's a matter of time and priorities. What is priority now? I think, no, it's not the place to say that. Priority is to show the most value that we have into this optimism fractal and include the not only the builders in the calls, but also the some deciders or some other people. Yeah.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah, good discussions, and thanks to Das for showing me the overview there. That helps clarify it. So a couple things. So again, I could ask more questions about V1.1. I don't know if you went over it much, but the GitHub repositories, I was interested in maybe hearing a bit more. If there's anything else you didn't add there, because I was looking at those quite a bit. I'm also curious if Abraham has any questions or comments in general, and then happy to help test it. I did, by the way, sign in successfully with MetaMask on my phone. So whenever you want to do that, I'm happy to. And then one broader question, which I don't know if it's a discussion for right now or for another discussion, but I would love to think about, as Abraham and Patrick were just saying about, like, it's a matter of time. I think the app that Vlad and Lenar built, the Respect.Games app, provides a good, it has a lot of the good features that would be great to integrate into the Fractalgram app that links into the ORDAO app. So at some point, I'd love to think about when those features are possible, like to have it where you can have like that voting in the app, have it where people can create their own community and run their own, start their own community and so forth. I know that one of the ideas with the V1.1 release is to make it easier for people to deploy it themselves and going forward. I don't know when we can get to that point when it's like easy to deploy. So yeah, those are some things that I'm curious about. Like, I know Tadas, you and Abraham have met several times over the past weeks or months, and so I'm curious if there's any like timeline or roadmap on like what features to prioritize in this kind of app that we can make this kind of like standalone comprehensive app that uses ORDAO in the back end, and like when that can be done on like a realistic level, like when it would be like achievable to accomplish these things, and then also if there's anything we can do to like rally around it or something like that, or like help speed that development up, because I think that's one of like the key aspects of the adoption of ORDAO and fractals in general, like having a really easy to use app that's all in one without needing like very specific knowledge from like one person or something like that. So that's something that I'm generally like very curious about, and would be curious to hear about that now or in the or perhaps in a different office hour or something like that as well.
Yeah, I can briefly try to answer now. So regarding 1.1, my plan wasn't to allow anyone to deploy it. My plan was to, first of all, make it easier for me to deploy it, make it easier for developer to deploy it, new fractals. But yeah, I'm already thinking about that how to make it an interface for a node where people could deploy fractals. And
you stated that earlier in your first minutes that you will give a possibility to create your own node for a fractal.
Yeah, well, to create your own or node, it's already possible. But yeah, to create your own fractal using existing node, that's the feature, the new feature.
And what I like now, how it is now done with the OREC or console and all that, it's RPC calls. So that's methods, RPC methods. So that's very easy for a developer like Abraham or even me with the mind mapping. I can decide to call methods of this OREC, and it's okay. So there is no need for really a UI, because everyone will create his own user experience. So the only respect game that is supporting ORDAO and OREC currently, that's the Abraham UI implementation. And the respect game by Vlad and Leonard are using base mainnet. It's that support also the optimism, but it's not integrated with ORDAO OREC, and that support the GraphQL. They have developed a GraphQL to interact with the backend. So
yeah,
I think that's two different competitive way to do the things, and ORDAO OREC is supporting non-liquid and just the reputation base token, the reputation token, soulbound token. So yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. And I was wondering, like, kind of like how Tadas wrote that article a while ago about the benefits of competition in fractals and embracing competition in fractals. It's like, I think the Respect.Games app, while it has a different technical architecture and a lot of different purposes and so forth, and it's both competitive and collaborative because we want the Respect.Games app to thrive and so forth as well. But like what Vlad and Leonard did is like a really good like kind of target for features that can be added for Fractalgram and ORDAO over time, I think. And obviously it'll probably differentiate it in a lot of different ways, but like the fact that you can just go on there, log with Privy, and then create a community like instantly, like that's an ideal thing to go for with ORDAO, I think. And then also have it where you can vote on proposals directly in the UI and stuff like that. So at some point it'd be good to like brainstorm about like what features from the Respect.Games app or other features that we think might be, better or higher priority could be built into like the Fractalgram front end for ORDAO, and like which features are most important and the timelines we can do that on and so forth.
Well, it's for me, ORDAO just doesn't yet have. I see no need to ask what features I needed. For me, the most basic features are not there yet regarding the graphical user interface. Most importantly, and yeah, but I cannot give clear timelines. I'm just going month by month. Right now, I'm starting to go month by month. Previously, I was going like every week by week. So I'm not, because like until you develop one set of feature, one release, a lot of things change, and then you have a different perspective, and it makes sense. Priorities can change, and so on.
Yeah.
I burn every time I try to think like too long term. So yeah, so I can only tell you what I plan to do in the near future, but and I can talk a lot about the features that are needed and so on, but no clear timeline.
Okay, cool.
That's
Well, thanks.
appreciate. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. If there's anything else you wanted to add in terms of, I don't know if you've been thinking about what you're planning to do after V1.1, or if you're just planning to share that after you finish V1.1. But very interested to hear whenever you want to share what's more like next on your timeline and horizon whenever you learn about it. Or I can also just stay tuned on the Discord as well if you prefer to answer it there.
Yeah, I will share once I get a clearer view. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, looking forward to the app being all done next week. Just kidding.
I am thinking something, Dan. How it is now, ORDAO, OREC, the Graham UI, and the entire optimism fractal experience, I think that could be sellable. We need just that is the most complicated part. We have to promote that well, and we have to include not only us but some invitees, guests of Octant and other initiatives to join us into those meetings and show what we have to see if we have get traction, and if we can, without to convince, expect maybe some funding for this optimism.
But that's for
Fractal.
another meeting.
That's another thing.
Yes.
But that's
No.
sorry, sorry, that's another meeting. But that's linked with the tech. So the tech that we have now, we have not to enrich always new features. We have already something great with 1.1 ORDAO OREC now. So I would say let's inflate the balloon with what we have already, and yeah.
Great point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just briefly respond to that real quick.
Oh.
Just say that I'm looking forward to doing what Patrick said there about inviting more people and also helping to raise funding for this too. That's part of the reason why I was asking that question too, because if there is certain things we want to like raise funding for, like for certain features, or be able to attract or make bounties or attract other developers and like that, then I'd be happy to talk about that going forward about however I can help to support the development of ORDAO and Fractalgram and so forth. So
I have
anyway.
some money into this box to fund a little bit for us, and I will open and give you something when I see some traction. Anyway, that's a big blackmail. That's what I. No, it's appreciate what Tadas is doing, and I come to the same conclusion like Tadas when he was stating that the competition is that competition indeed is needed sometimes.
Abraham wants to
Abraham.
speak.
Yeah, so something that comes to my mind is, obviously there's lots of different stuff we want to do. We have, basically volunteers doing the coding, and it's on free time, and it's, it's difficult to get things done. It's difficult to agree on a timeline because I think honestly, probably Tadas and I don't really know what the timeline is because we have other priorities that are competing with this, and certainly our heart is in it, and it's just difficult. But I think in order to get progress made, it might be helpful, and maybe you already have this, Dan, but like to have a very succinct feature list and like prioritize it together, and then maybe we have a separate meeting and go over what those features are. And like, okay, well, obviously, I'm kind of blocking things right now where I need to integrate or client, and that'll probably take me a weekend to get that fixed because there's weird stuff going on with it. But once we do that, then it's like, oh well, let's figure out what the exact features are that the group agrees on. And Dan, you probably have more insight into what it should be than
Yeah.
So I'd love to get that sort of, even if it doesn't. So I think we tend to maybe be a little too comprehensive sometimes, and maybe this is just like a 5 bullet list. Like, okay, here's the top 5 things we're working on, because otherwise it's just going to get overwhelming and we won't get to it. But like prioritize the top 3 to 5 things and all agree on them, and then we like can try to pick away at them, because it just gets overwhelming for people who are volunteers to try and agree to timelines. But I think if we can break it up a little bit and then just eat it piece by piece, I think it'll be a lot more tasty.
Yeah, and that's a complement what you were stating on the last town hall that I was listening very closely and doing the summary. With all the list for 2025 for the strategy, you can priority, make some priority on those statements for 2025. But because there is not only the development by Tadas and Abraham, there is also the marketing, the other things. Everyone should know where are we going and what is the priorities. Otherwise, everyone will try to do a little pasta on the left, little pasta on the right, some salsa and muscat, and at the end, yeah, I agree. Some bullet points. Yeah, I agree with that. That's soon obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. I still want to test the console from this app. So one thing I thought we could do is you could all vote on a proposal that I created already. So there is a kind of proposal which I haven't covered in previous meetings called tick proposal. Basically, all it does is increments meeting number. So this meeting number is basically to increment it, you have to pass a proposal. I have a way to I don't like this solution. I don't think it's ideal, but like right now it's the best. Right now that's how it works.
You said that's tick proposal, and that's prop type tip,
Yes.
or tick. Is that what you're referring to? Okay.
Yes. It refers to it being like a clock, you know, every meeting a tick happens.
Yeah, ticking to the next one. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So to see this, you can do await c dot get proposals.
Yeah.
And there you will see this first proposal with index 0. You will see, if you expand this, you will see ID, and you can copy it. And then if you will need the vote command, and vote command takes prop ID, this ID I just copied, and a vote. Vote is either yes or no.
Yeah.
So we will do await c dot vote, then paste proposal ID, and then yes.
And it works. And I have connect with my mobile. It works.
So you voted?
No. I have just connect with my mobile to be sure that it with MetaMask that it is working. So for
I'm still recording.
If it works
what
for
is it
you,
that you want us to do from our side? I'm logged in and I see, you know, the standard interface, but I think could you maybe paste the commands that we should run in the chat or something?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, open developer console. And then the command is
all this thing.
I will paste the command.
Thanks.
I pasted the command in the chat.
Mine's saying blocked by client.
Because MetaMask has changed a little bit the way to connect. You have to be sure to be connected to the Frap thing. Otherwise, you receive an RPC error. Yeah, you have to be very well connected.
Let's see here.
Yes.
But it works. I confirm.
I was able to sign the message. I guess, Tadas, you can check if it worked on your end. I'm going to post a picture of it to you in DM on Discord.
Okay.
I will try to do the command now.
Okay, I see a vote from Abraham.
Yeah, and you will see a vote of me normally in a couple. Where is the command? Yes. Okay. I will do
I
now.
see. Mine looks like it was just Coinbase chatter or something trying to post.
Yeah, the output is basically a lot of output, so it's basically.
I have submit. You see?
Yeah, so you can look, check out the votes yourselves. You do await c dot get votes.
Yeah, I have made. And
yeah, you see right now
I have received an answer from the c.vote method. I have received an answer that says that it is.
so it should get updated again.
You will see my vote normally.
Yeah, so I see vote from Dan, Abraham, and myself I made earlier.
And we just voted to do the tick. Is that correct? What we voted on?
Yes, you voted for a tick proposal, and if you check out await c.get proposals, it will now this proposal state will be updated.
Wait.
So now you see yes wait has this big number, so it's sum of all of our respect.
Mm-hmm. But now it'll go into the veto stage at some point soon.
Yes.
Is this ORDAO? Is the ORDAO implementation of ORDAO software set to the same parameters of the variables as the Optimus and Fractal one, where it takes I think a couple days or something?
Yeah, currently it's 2 days for vote stage and 4 days for veto stage. So I experimented with a bit different configuration, but yeah. And you can check out the current values by doing c.get vote length and c.get
proposals
veto length. Yeah, and these are values in seconds, so you have to convert them to days.
Vote lengths.
Okay.
It's a timestamp.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to convert the timestamp to.
No, well, I'm not timestamp. It's number length of a period. So, so it will be either 2 days or 4 days.
Okay, so now just to be clear, when I do await c.get proposals, I receive an array of 10 elements. It's correct.
What do you do?
If you await c.get proposals, I receive an array of 10 elements on my side.
Yes.
That's the same for you, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So after that, we made the vote. We do get proposals, and we see what we were doing. Indeed.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to check if Patrick's vote is there.
Is in.
I currently don't see it, but maybe I.
Okay, I redo. The comment that you pasted into the chat.
Yep.
I have a pop-up of MetaMask stating me that I have not accepted the. Okay. Okay, I redo.
Okay. So let's see if it works, and then we could maybe play short respect game.
Okay. I redo now the command c.vote. And when I do this command, I receive a pop-up of MetaMask, transaction request, estimate change, blah, blah, blah. I cannot accept the sending of this command.
Because probably you don't have enough to pay for fee.
Voilà. I have not enough gas into my address.
But
Okay.
it's okay. I think it's enough for 3 of us to have tested it, and it will probably work because it's the same.
So good question. When I do a get proposal that doesn't use any gas because that's just to read, and
Yes.
when I do a c.vote, clear that need some gas.
Yeah, that submits a transaction, so it needs gas.
So that means when I am into the normal meeting on the Thursday, for example, and I have not enough gas with my patnovabat.it, I will not be able to submit the ranking.
Yeah, currently yes.
Okay, I will need to have some gas here. Okay. That's also a thing to participate into this meeting. You need some gas with your Ethereum account. Otherwise, you will not be able to vote.
Yep.
That's a good thing to mention. That the app should be maybe into the future upfront some gas. But for that, you need.
Yes. Yeah, and now let's maybe try to submit the respective results. So
I shouldn't be able because I have not enough gas.
but you should try submitting with the same address, same wallet that you submit on Optimism Fractal. Is it you have enough gas there?
Sorry, Tadas. I have a copy your command c.vote with the Ethereum address that you have put.
No, it does not contain Ethereum address. It depends on what you log in with.
Bon. Okay.
So you just have to log in with. You can log out and then log in with.
So my question is, what is the first parameter of c.vote? That is the address of what?
It's proposal ID.
Yeah, the hash of the proposal ID. Okay. Nothing to do with my address. Okay. All right. Okay, let's play a game. We will see.
Okay, how should we play to DOS?
I don't know. What do you think should be the prompt? I think,
baby.
If you don't have any better ideas, I would just say it's who contributed the most since the last release.
That's me.
You all contributed already.
No, I'm very a bastard. No, for me, who has contributed the most is you, the three. Me, I am just made a summary of the last town hall. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. Again? Tadas, you have stopped the recording.
Yeah, it's because an hour is over, so.
Okay. Well, I still have mine going, so we could stitch it together if we want. Or I don't know if people need to know the results of the respect game either, but I'll go for Tadas at level 6 as well. It just kind of seems like Tadas has been doing a lot of work with ORDAO, which might be a little bit more than Patrick or me or Abraham. So
for me, it's clear. Tadas! And then Abraham 5 and Dan 4 and me on the bottom. I love to eat grass. It's okay.
That works for me. If you want to do that
bug where we had the duplicate results, so there's something there, but it's not a lot.
How is it possible that we have duplicate results?
Yeah, first of all, let's maybe join Fractalgram group.
Okay. I'll go on old school here.
And do it there.
Good old days.
You have put the address here. Thank you, Tadas. Wish you a very good Christmas. Don't die before Christmas. It would be nice. Okay, I will go in Telegram then.
Strange thing to say.
Yeah, I know. we never know, huh? Okay, so
it's true. I hope everyone has a very well and healthy holiday season.
Yeah. Voilà.
Stay safe out there. We're missing, I think, Patrick from the Telegram group. Yeah.
Yep.
ORDAO 5, join group. Voilà.
Oh
The
man, I gotta find
Optimism
my
account.
thing again. I haven't done this in a while. I've been
Oh,
living
my
in new
Optimism.
Fractalgram app territory, making life easy.
It's secret. I don't want to give. Got it. Okay, I will give you, because that's Tadas is asking. Yeah. Voilà.
Okay, thank you.
De nada. Okay. Level 6. Oh, 100% for Tadas. I love it. I love it. Tadas. 100%. Nice.
Yeah, Abraham, I think helped. He helped a lot to refine the ORDAO libraries. I think.
Yeah.
He
Abraham?
he motivated me to make them properly so that other apps can consume it, and I think eventually that would be very desirable from ORDAO. So yeah, and he tested some of the things, even if its integrations is not yet working still. So I think yeah,
Congrats. 75 for Abraham.
we said that he contributed.
And now, obviously, Dan. Voila, 100%. And your servant of the summaries on the grass, eating some grass. Nice.
It's 50-50. I voted myself because I've done a lot of work on educational resources about ORDAO, but I'm happy to switch over to Patrick too. So I think Patrick's done a lot of great work too. The interviews are key, as well as supporting these as well. So either way is good.
The reason I voted for Patrick was his very good questions today.
Oh, thank you.
I kind of.
I was thinking I will receive a slap in the face with my questions.
Promotions and so on, and yeah, from then. So.
Yeah, but you know, I can do the best promotion if there is no people behind, like Abraham putting some loves and Tadas making a retweet. We will not go so far.
Yeah,
like Dan said, we want to save the world.
I didn't mean to say that. I expected more promotions from you, Patrick.
Yeah, but you know what? I have to be honest with you. I have decided to make a little pause and concentrate on one person that is very important to me, my wife. So I decided to take more time for my wife and for the optimism fractal. Sorry, but
sounds like a good strategic.
The box is empty.
There's a plot twist.
No, I love optimism fractal. I love Dan and all, but like Abraham stated, that's all about priorities. So we should prioritize better those things. And anyway, I stop at that before I say a lot of bullshit. But no, I will decide to change your vote. I will decide to rechange your vote and vote for. You have voted for Dan. That's okay. Thank you. I was trying to say to vote for me, but okay. So that works. There is written group number 1. Make a thumbs up if you agree. No, I will put a thumbs down. I don't agree. Anyway, that works.
Yeah. So just try submitting now results.
I'm trying right now. For some reason, I have it like going in a circle. It's not loading. for me. So I'm going to try opening a different browser, and my different browser is not loading it either. So I'm having a little technical issue for some reason.
No, you copy the.
Did you already click submit, or is it loading before?
Both. So my first browser, I click submit, and then it says voting, and then there's a little circle. And the second browser, I just tried copying it into the URL bar, and it's not loading it.
Yeah, so the circle after submit, it has to take some time, like 15 seconds or so.
I cannot submit because I have not enough gas.
It's probably going for longer than 15 seconds. That's probably more like 30 seconds or maybe a minute. How come that takes a while? Well, I don't think it took that long when because we're not using this Optimum Fractal. Basically, I mean, we're using it's not the ORDAO.fractal.xyz, but
it's no in Optimism Fractal. It's currently configured to wait the same amount of time, but depending on the wallet you use, but it's currently configured to wait for 4 confirmations. It's not necessary anymore. I will change it eventually, but just for safety right now.
Okay. I just got an error. It says voting transaction failed. Error type RPC error. Reason could not coalesce error.
That's normal because you are not connected to Frap. You have to be connected to Fraps.
Not necessarily. That I saw this error once, could not reproduce. So
no, I had this error.
But it might be that you already voted.
No, I am not able to vote because I have not enough gas.
Yeah, then you actually voted.
Okay.
Oh, I did? Okay. Maybe it went through and it just didn't tell me properly. Yeah, it's still not loading in the other browser, which is strange, but I just got to load it in a different browser. So there's 4 confirmations it waits for. What are those 4 confirmations? It's confirmation to like the Optimism, like the OP mainnet or Ethereum or Node, or
it's Optimism. Okay. 4 blocks.
4 blocks. Okay. And 4 blocks on OP mainnet take the equivalent of something like 15 seconds.
Sorry, what?
I was saying that 4 blocks on the OP mainnet take something like 15 seconds. Is that why you said 15 seconds? I'm not exactly sure what the block time is on the OP mainnet, actually.
I think it's 2
so I was
seconds.
just wondering. 2 seconds, okay.
That's an approximation. I'm not sure how actually. Maybe it's probably a bit less than 12, less than 15.
Is it mandatory for someone to vote?
No.
It's not.
It's not.
But it's a stronger proposal if it has more votes and less likely.
Because now I have to buy some ETH. That's why I cannot submit. But
I can send you some.
Thank you.
Thank you. For Abraham.
What is the cost of a transaction with your methods?
Usually 1 cent or less.
What? 1 cent? Oh, that's very expensive, this Optimism Fractal. No. If you want to sponsor me, to subsidize me a bit, thank you, Tadas. That's very appreciated.
So I will send it to the address that you provided in Fractalgram.
Yeah, E5 at the end, E5. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Like this, I can also submit a bit. Then I will buy a bit.
Then you will reinvest that amount.
Yeah, I have bought my patnovabat.it for 1 year. My ENS name. That was 80 Swiss francs, something like that. $80, basically. That cost a lot to be on Optimism Fractal. Have you a claim form?
Pretty expensive ENS name.
Have you a claim form on your website somewhere? No, okay.
A claim form? What do you mean by that?
A claim form. In case that you have some remarks or you want to say something.
Oh, a
report
form?
Oh, sorry, a report form, a report where you can say, I am disappointed or I am happy also. Yeah.
So Patrick, I sent you.
Currently not.
Thank you. Thank you. I will try. I will try. Resubmit again. Push it on chain. Confirm. Voilà. Yeah, baby. Ah, it's spinning wheel, spinning wheel. Let's take about with MetaMask maybe less than 1 minute to have the response. And with Brave took a minute but worked with Abraham. Yeah, Brave took a minute but worked. Okay, that's worked. So since I spoke, less than 1 minute with MetaMask. Less than 1 minute. And
Yeah,
each method costs the same 1 cent.
No, it's different depending on gas. Sometimes it's less than 1 cent. It's less, but sometimes maybe 2 cents.
No, sorry, I am doing some jokes here.
Yeah, so I see everyone voted. So whereas some errors for Dan and
but Dan
as well, but
Dan is not well equipped. He needs to buy some new material. We need to make some subvention for him in order that he can buy a new computer.
I'm not sure you're talking about that chick.
Okay, so we did everything I wanted in this meeting.
What? All what you wanted?
Yes.
All that us ever wanted, we just accomplished.
And what you wanted?
What
you wanted? Can you make a resume of what you wanted?
I didn't expect much. Just make up use of test using our console and then submit results.
Easy.
Yeah.
All right, make good progress. Very nice.
Yeah, very good progress. We were submitting votes and yeah, that's the basic functionality indeed. And the Privy works well.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Excited for V1.1?
No, 1.2.
I'm excited for that too. But first, okay. 1.1. Has 1.1 officially been released now, Tadas? I remember that was today's like your timeline that you're planning to release it, right? But you're planning to deploy it for Optimus and Fractal later, I think, by next month. But you finish the development of it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I will maybe do a summary of a release tomorrow, and yeah, so technically you can't call it a release. Since from my perspective,
it's nice.
Yeah, and yeah, I will deploy for Optimus and Fractal later. Wait a bit if our node is working after a while, because the issues I had with backend would appear only after 4 days or so.
Okay, sounds good. Well, congrats on the release. And thanks for hosting the office hours and showing us all the cool stuff you've been building. And looking forward to all the next steps.
So there is Optimism Fractal on Thursday, tomorrow?
Yep, the last one of the year will happen tomorrow. That's right.
The last one of the year. Okay, we will be there. Yeah, and put some hats of the bedroom, Tadas, and that will be nice. Yeah.
Sounds good. Looking forward to seeing you there. And yeah, we could put some hats on too if you want.
We will see.
Yeah. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, some balls also for the Christmas tree, and it will be nice.
Okay, we can have some fun. A festive event. Is there anything else we should discuss here? Should we wrap it up? Or
yeah, Dan, what do you want What do you want to give us for Christmas?
Lots of respect.
Thank you.
Lots of respect, my pals.
Okay.
And a big hug to both you guys too. All right.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Tadas, for all. Thank you.
Thanks, and see you guys. Have a great day.
Voilà. Thank you.